Now, let's take a look at what life insurance is all about. The concept of life insurance started with a simple act of passing the hat, similar to our custom of a buloy, which we do when our friend or loved one passes. Except historically, there were times when people literally passed the hat, even before death struck the community. By sharing the burden, these groups were able to share the risk and do cooperatively what is difficult to accomplish individually, hold a proper burial, and take care of the needs of the family left behind. Today, this cooperative risk sharing remains one of the foundations of life insurance. It's no wonder that life insurance is commonly associated with death because these practices gave birth to its definition today. Life insurance is formally defined as a legal agreement or a contract where an insurance company agrees to pay a sum of money to a beneficiary when an event covered by the policy occurs. In other words, life insurance takes the place of the income you provide your family and dependents. It replaces your economic value when you're gone or you can't work anymore. It's as if you're buying peace of mind, knowing that your family will be financially secure should anything happen to you. It is an extension of your love, making sure they are provided for when they need it most. Life insurance is your safety blanket, helping you prepare for the unexpected. So whatever happens, you can keep on protecting your loved ones like you've always done. When purchasing a life insurance plan, the insured makes payments called premiums based on the amount of coverage he requires and the insurance company's perceived risk of covering his life. This perceived risk would depend on a number of factors such as age, medical and health conditions, smoking habits, hobbies, and occupation, among others. The higher the perceived risk, the more expensive the premium gets. While everything we've said so far is correct, it does not tell the whole story. Sun Life had celebrated its 150 years. The company's look has changed, but its focus on customers and earning their trust remains the key to Sun Life's success. Sun Life was founded by Matthew Galt, an Irish immigrant, and received its charter on March 18, 1865. Galt put Sun Life on a path to grow in Canada and abroad, and leading into an incredible journey to Asia.
So just put yourself in the boardroom in Sun Life, Montreal. It's 1891, and the company persuades this gentleman, Ira Thayer, to go to Asia. Here's a good idea. Get on a train, go across Canada to Vancouver, get on a boat to China, take this trunk full of policy applications to a country where you don't know anybody and you don't speak the language, and start an insurance business, and good luck, write us and tell us how it's going. And that's what he did. And it's amazing. He went to Japan, China, Hong Kong, India, all around the world, opening up Sun Life offices.
Expansion and growth were sparked in Sun Life's early days by trailblazers like Thayer and innovation and trust.
It's amazing all of the steps that have occurred over the last 150 years to build our brand. I'll give you a few examples. In the Philippines, during World War II, it was chaos. And our branch was disbanded. All the policy records were lost. And after World War II, as you would expect, sadly, there were many death claims. And we didn't have any of the paperwork. In fact, in many cases, there was even no proof of death. But we paid every single claim that people submitted. We trusted them. And people today still remember that in the Philippines, that Sun Life did that.
When copies of the records later arrived to Canada, not one claim was found to be misrepresented.
The act that governs insurance in the Philippines is Republic Act Number 10607. It is known as the Insurance Code. It updated Presidential Decree Number 612 by introducing provisions on new insurance products and developments in the insurance industry and reflecting standards and thresholds under rules and regulations implemented by regulators prior to its promulgation. One of the contents is that the minimum paid-up capital required of a new insurance company is 1 billion pesos. Another is the unimpaired capital or assets and reserve of a Philippine branch of a foreign insurance company also has to be at least 1 billion pesos. A company that will engage solely in their insurance business has to have a capitalization of at least 3 billion pesos paid in cash. It also extends the period of validity of the licenses of insurers, insurance agents, and insurance brokers from 1 year to 3 years.
Insurance po. Ano po ba yung mga requirements or ano po?
Una, bago ka mag-apply ng insurance, una-una, ang insurance, ina-applyan yan at the time when you don't need it. No, kasi when do we need life insurance? When we are dying, when we are old, and we can no longer produce income. That's the time when we need insurance. We can only buy it when we don't need it. When we are younger, when we are strong, when we are earning. Doon mo lang siya mabibili. Kaya, ang requirement sa insurance is you have to prove to the insurance company that you are not dying. So, kailangan healthy ka. Oo, kasi pag alam mong mamamatay ka na, hindi ka na i-insure ng mga insurance companies. Kasi bakit kanila i-insure kung mamamatay ka na, di malulugi lang sila, di ba? So, ang concept dun talaga is, you save money through insurance, and while saving, there is a condition in the contract where if something happens to you while you are in the process of saving money, the insurance company will pay your beneficiary a certain amount that is specified in the contract. For example, you bought insurance for the amount of 1 million pesos. You're paying 30,000 pesos every year. Even if you've only made one payment, you paid only 30,000 pesos. If you die suddenly, 1 million is due and payable to your beneficiary. Kaya kailangan healthy ka at the time of application.
Wala po bang mga iba requirements like ID or personal information?
No. Yung ID, para lang ma-establish kung ikaw nga talaga yung tao na nag-apply. At saka mailagay on record na ikaw yun para pagdating ng claiming time, i-confirm lang nila kung tama yung ikaw nga talaga yung nandun sa record. So they will require another set of IDs at the time of death. Pero this time, pag death na, yung beneficiary na ang magdadala ng identification na.
Bali, need rin po yung identification ng beneficiary na, sir.
Oo. Identification ng insured, identification ng beneficiary.
Next question po, para-pareho lang po ba yung mga premiums na binabayaran ng mga nagpapa-insure gano'n?
Halos para-pareho. Meron lang slight difference. So, ang difference nun will depend on actual experience of every insurance company. Kasi iba-iba ng experience yan sa losses. Iba experience nila sa investment nila. So, nagkakaroon ng konti variation. So, mas malaki yung insurance company, in general, mas mura yung kanyang premium for every 1,000. Kasi malaki yung base. Kung mas lumiliit yung insurance company, mas nagiging mahal for every 1,000.
Fix po ba yung sir, yung rate po niya sa insurance?
Kung sa insurance, dun mismo sa kumpanya, naka-fix na yun.
Ilang percent po siya?
Depende sa age.
For example po,
Merong fixed rate for every age group. Iba yung rate ng 1 year old, 2 years old, 3 years old. The older you are, the higher the rate.
for example po kami, sir, mga 18 years old po kami, magkano po kaya yung namin? Yung parang monthly contribution or premium namin?
Kung ang planong bibili niyo yung best seller namin, ang cost nun is about 40 pesos per thousand. So, kung 1 million yan, 40,000 isang taon.
Pwede pong tanong ano po yung bestseller niyo, sir?
Maxi Prime.
Maxi Prime. About po saan yung Maxi Prime, sir?
It's a combination of protection and investment. So, sinasagot dun yung dalawang possible things that will happen to anyone. The possibility of living too long or dying too soon. If you die too soon, the face amount is readily available for the beneficiaries. If you live too long, para sa'yo, pagtanda mo.
Sir, tanong lang po, based po dun sa amin na research po namin, ay meron po dun about dun sa mga taong nagsismoke, may mga vices. Iba rin po ba yung payment nila?
Diba? Yung smoker, mas slightly higher yung premium niya.
Compare po dun sa healthy
Compared sa
person.
non-smoker. And actually ganito, ang smoker pays standard rate. Yung non-smoker enjoys a discount. Ganun. So kung smoker ka, standard yung rate mo.
Mga magkano po yung discount nun, sir?
More or less 10 to 15%. Malaki rin. Lalo na pag long term, mas malaki rin na-enjoy ng non-smoker. Yung smoker kasi, maaga na mamatay eh. Depende rin sa dami ng consumption na.
Yun lang po, sir. Thank you po.
Sun Life Financial offers individual life insurance products that address the needs and fit it to a person's financial profile. They offer financial security for a person and his or her family, such as Sun Fit and Well, Sun Healthier Life, and Sun Safer Life. They also have a wide range of variable life insurance plans designed to meet both insurance and investment needs. All of their plans offers financial protection, but depending on the needs of a person. They can choose a plan that either allows them to invest in selected global equities, choose where their premium payments will be invested depending on their risk appetite, and allows their investment professionals to maximize growth potential for their money. They offer organizations in the Philippines the opportunity to provide life insurance protection for their members through a comprehensive group life insurance package. Their unique approach in packaging benefits helps organizations provide a comprehensive life insurance plan for their members at very affordable premium rates. Their group insurance plans can be specially designed to fit an organization's need and budget. Lastly, they have pre-need plans that help people plan for future needs before the needs arise. And Sun Life Financial pre-need plans lets your money work for you. An example of this is educational plan and pension plan. As for the operations, Sun Life conducts an underwriting. As customers are not all alike, underwriting is the process of assessing and classifying the degree of risk that each customer represents. Through risk selection process, an insurer can determine the eligibility and insurability of the customer for coverage. It ensures that the customer is charged an appropriate premium rate. For instance, a non-smoker should not pay the same premium rate as a smoker. An initial screening will be done to ensure that all required informations are obtained. After the screening, the insured will be monitored in order to know if there are follow-ups needed. Once they have all the information, the underwriter will render a decision within an average of 5 business days. Your application will be either approved standard, which means it is approved as applied for, approved substandard, which can mean that it is approved but with an exclusion, or decline, which means that coverage cannot be provided. This is the least common decision. Whenever possible, the underwriter will invite you to reapply some other time in the future. Then, for the settlement of the claims, it begins when they receive a notification regarding a claim. This may be done through contacting their financial advisor, visiting the nearest Sun Life Financial store, or mailing it. Once they are notified, the claimant would need to pass requirements, and the requirements should be certified through copy. Lastly, they should submit these requirements to their financial advisors or the nearest office. Note that when the claims occurred 2 years from the last reinstatement, it may take longer to process.